Traveler, it so happens that a friend of yours asked me to pass on a message when I saw you.
Nice.
Someone left a message for us? Huh, who can it be?
My beloved retainer, have you noticed that silver thread of which fate is woven, now twisting and twining itself around you? The Aug der Verurteilung does Großen Kaleido Phantasmus will be watching you.
Nice attempt, Catherine. I'll give you props for it. Even Catherine's tired.
Apologies. This message is unusually difficult to recite. Would you like to hear more?
No, I'm good. It's from Fischl.
Definitely sounds like Fischl's note. What should we do?
Oh no, I feel bad saying I don't want to hear more. But I'm good. It's good.
Anyway, to summarize, Miss Fischl asked me to ask you to go to the plaza in front of the cathedral.
That's a pretty shot.
Please meet her there when you have the time. She said that she will be waiting for you.
Oh, Fischl. Such a mystifying message for such a plain and simple request. Well, if Fischl's expecting us, then let's not keep her waiting. Let's head towards the cathedral plaza.
All right. Will do. Official. Let's get your outfit. I feel like I haven't been in Mondstadt in such a long time. Yeah, I kind of miss Kazuha in the party. But I know Heizo and him just like wouldn't, I don't know, wouldn't be the best. Oh, she's not wearing the new outfit yet, dang. Why is Oz so far away from the conversation? Oh, actually, he's not that far away. I love it. He's like a real thing. Dang, he's pretty big in comparison to Fischl.
There she is! And Mona, too! Oh. Welcome, welcome, most loyal attendants of the Prinzessin.
Oh, this is weird. Oh, because this is the first time we're actually meeting her, like, in a... Oh, wait. Oh, I guess... in an event? This is kind of weird how they do this for characters sometimes. I, Fischl, Prinzessin der Verurteilung, have descended upon this realm from mine Immer Nachtreich... As decreed by destined doom, each and every day, mine familiar Oz and I observed every weft and weave of fate. Apologies, Miss Fischl of the Adventurers Guild can be hard to understand at times. I would like to remind you on behalf of the guild that the Fischl dictionary is there for you. Should you fail to comprehend her words, you may also ask her companion, Mr. Oz, for help. Yes.
Which one is it? Retainer or attendant? Make up your mind.
My apologies. Main Fräulein tends to use exaggerated expressions when she's in good spirits.
Hey, Fischl! You were looking for us, right? Sounds like the fun started without us. What's got you in such a good mood?
Nice to see you all again. It's been a while. I know, we've never seen Fischl actually in an Archon quest. Right? It's just in events. That's kind of sad.
And so, the whisper of eternal night summons you back to my side. Splendid. What a blessed reunion. A boon from beyond the eventide. Come, partake of this joy with me, my subjects.
That was a lot of different camera angles for her introduction.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you again. Main Fräulein and I extend to you our most sincere greetings.
Paimon wants to say a proper hello too, but Paimon has no idea how to, partake.
A normal person in this situation would simply say, "Hi, traveler, how have you been?"
Fine, thanks.
The Traveler and I are like intertwined stars in the vast galaxy. You of all people should very well know the fate foretold by this meeting.
Oh my.
Precisely. Lady Magistus, please refrain from such unimaginative utterances.
Oh, this is the first time we're seeing Mona in her new outfit. I have mixed feelings about it.
What now?
Is that your new nickname?
Lady Magistus has long since become a citizen of the Immonocreich. She has been serving as court archmage under one's command for some time now.
Wow.
That's just my surname. Don't mind that. This is so embarrassing. You're here because Fischl asked Catherine to ask you to come, right?
True.
Indeed so, my archmage. Did even this appear in thy divination? Why, your powers are truly dangerous.
Oh, for the love of... No, of course not. You told me yourself that you'd left a message with Catherine. Excuse me. Anyway, in my case, she practically beat the door down to get me to come along. Whatever she says, please don't be too astonished.
Don't worry. We've been around the block. You can't faze us. Oh, faithful servants, one's homeland, the Immonocreich, which bears the darkest of all fates, draws near to this world once more. Stand with me in anticipation, for the glory of our kingdom is nigh.
I want to read the book that this is based upon, the letters to Princess Fischl, or I have it in my library, or whatever that's called, of the archive of books. I feel like we should read it before we do if there's like official quest thing going on here.
Wait, what? Indeed. Only one's most faithful envoys are fortunate enough to be privy to this great revelation. The Immonocreich is near Mondstadt.
Okay, I'll report this to the Knights of Favonius immediately.
No, please. That will be most unnecessary.
I know it sounds absurd, but there's actually something behind this, I promise. Basically, what Fischl means is...
Lady Magistus!
All right. Honestly, look at me. A genius astrologist forced into a juvenile role-playing game. The truth is that yesterday, Her Highness encountered the Spark Knight Klee outside of the city. Both being of great fame, they recognized one another instantly and began to converse.
Oh.
It was already getting dark, so, in that spirit of great compassion and care for which she is known, Her Highness personally accompanied Klee back to Mondstadt.
Okay.
On the way, Her Highness relayed to Klee the story of her origins. Upon hearing the tragic tale of the fall of Her Highness's homeworld, the tender-hearted Spark Knight inquired, with tears welling up in her eyes.
Oh no! Is the Immonocreich really gone? Won't it grow back?
Oh, mortal, your sovereign's heart is touched by thy sincerity and sympathy. But nay, the Immonocreich is an everlasting realm, and one day, it shall make its reappearance.
Really? So how do we make your homeland grow back again? Oh, please tell me. Please, please.
Okay.
Since you inquire so earnestly, give unto me a tranquil haven, promise me eternal admiration, lend me both time and wind, and one shall revive one's homeworld. Could you cut the reenactment and just get to the point?
In short, Klee gave Fischl an island to serve as the promised land where the Immonocreich will appear. I didn't believe it either at first, but then I saw this letter.
Esteemed princessin of Immer Noctrite. Emmer. Please, Oz, yeah. It definitely feels interesting having him say that. I am a witch who travels amidst the mountains and rivers of Tevat. I write to you having heard from my young daughter that your kingdom has fallen and that you are searching for a way to restore it. Amid the seas, under a far-flung sky, may the Golden Apple Archipelago be found. If this masterless land can assist in the restoration of your highness's realms, that would be most wonderful. Aw, Alice is so cute. Fischl is so cringe, but so cute. I love it. Yeah. She has a definite appeal. Like, let's give in to the cringe.
Providence has gifted Main Fräulein with an excellent opportunity. Esteemed traveler, as Main Fräulein's cherished retainer, you deserve to bear witness to this grand moment with us.
All right. Sure.
This island looks kind of familiar. Traveler, curtail thy umming and awing at once. The throne of the Immanok calls for me. Come, be my blade, clear the way, and witness what is to come.
Yes, Miss Fischl, I will stand between you and the darkness once again and protect you from any dangers that come near. I want to start. I love this line. Curtail thy umming and ahhing at once. I want to use that in my life. Yes, I'll make a note of that.
I think she just wants to invite you along to the island with her. That being said, I have a feeling that I'll be better off not performing any divination where that island's concerned.
Huh? Why not?
Klee is involved in this, which means her mother is probably involved, which means that old hag is involved. Thanks, but no thanks.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
You, who have traveled to the farthest reaches of the world, fathom the celestial path of stardust in the palm of your hand, and witness raindrops converge and become one with the undercurrent of destiny. You, yes, you...
must chart the course that leads the way to the land promised to Main Fräulein by fate.
Oh yeah, didn't we take Dvalin last time? Before we had our little boat?
Oh, Fischl doesn't know the way there.
I knew it. Can we actually take our boat this time?
Since thou asketh for...
No, Paimon, stop this.
Paimon can telleth you that we are good friends with the Spark Knight Klee, the Guides of Destiny.
Oh, no, this feels so wrong. Make the screen go bigger again. No, we're not having a little cutscene like this. Go back. This is not right. Paimon, fix it. Paimon, seriously.
Come on, just play along.
Very well. I am the one whomst hath traveled here from beyond the stars.
Behold, the Watcher, the Guide, the Weaver of Dreams, the Traveler.
Oh no, we are so cringe. No. This feels like, you know, I don't know if it's Pokemon, but you know, the 3 in, like, oh, what is that? How do they do it? It's, oh shoot, this is annoying me so bad, but it's like the 3 in this little pose right here. Oh, it's so cringe, but I love it so much. Jesse and James. Yeah, Team Rocket. Like, you know how they have their phrase where they say, I can't think of what they say, but they go like, it's me, and then it's me, and then, yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like I have to, I'll look it up. I'll look it up once we're done with this, but it feels like that. The little thing we're doing here. We're so cringe.
Excellent, most excellent.
A crowd of bemused monsters watches on as the spectacle continues for another half hour.
Traveler, since you say you know the way, we'll let you take us to the island. I mean, the promised land.
Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. Yes. Prepare for trouble and make it double. And then they have like their little cat, right? I think. It's been a while since I've watched Pokemon. I was just about to say, like, James or whoever this is just walking in the Meowth. Yeah. James or this little NPC just walking back and forth, seeing this epic display of our elegantness and extraness. For the princessin! Lady Magistus, leave it to me.
Oh, good, fine, done. Right now, Lady Magistus needs to go home to pack her things and catch up on some sleep. Your Highness, your other distinguished selves, let's meet at the city gate at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool.
Very well. Then it is settled. One blesses you with an undisturbed slumber, Lady Magistus. You too, traveler.
Main Fräulein means to say, good night. See you all tomorrow.
Yeah, I got that one, Oz. I can catch up that much.
About darn time! Good night!
Yep. Good times.
Oh, Paimon's exhausted! You all have proper rules. How come Paimon has to be a clock on the wall in the royal palace?
I mean, we gotta know the time somehow, Paimon.
Cuckoo! It's 12 o'clock sharp in the Immernachtreich.
What's going on with her eyes? Paimon, you're the one who started it. It was like glancing
Anyway,
at the screen. I don't know.
Islands are a pretty mind-blowing place. Why don't we get some people with mind-boggling ideas to help us out?
Yeah, are there people coming with us this time? If we're taking Klee, we gotta take Jean or like Albedo or Kaya, someone to watch over her.
Kaya's mind works in mysterious ways. But no one in Mondstadt has ideas that boggle the mind quite like a certain somebody who's definitely going to be in the tavern at this hour. Come on, let's go rope him into helping us.
Oh, D-Luke? I guess he must be involved somehow since he got the new outfit. All right. Ooh, oh, hello, pigeon. Okay. I can explain. I've been trying to unlock more of the archive birds. I feel like I looked the other day and there was a lot of birds that I had not unlocked yet. And so I feel like you have to get rid of them to unlock them. That's why I did that. Okay. Whoa.
We're here, Tongue Deaf Bard.
Oh.
Huh?
Dang. That's an interesting crowd.
What are they doing in Mondstadt?
Hello.
Well, look at that. You're really here. Come on, take a seat and join our delightful conversation.
Wow, Traveler, Paimon! Speak of the devil, we were literally just talking about you.
Nice.
Truly a curious coincidence.
Kazuha? Shinyan? What are you doing here in a Mondstadt tavern? And how'd you end up having to share a table with the Tone Deaf Bard?
Yeah, like all the tables are open. You could probably find an empty seat somewhere.
Tone Deaf Bard? Now that's a fun stage name. It seems like you're a pretty well-known singer, fella.
Yeah, I guess. The tone deaf doesn't mean anything to you?
Though sadly not a rock and roll singer, or we could perform a duet. So, you all know each other. My newfound friends are my old friends' friends from afar. How fantastic. This is a rare opportunity indeed. Oh, we should form a poetry club and call it, the Free Poet Society, or something like that.
Yeah, you guys came here from Leeway? We're just gonna ignore that you said that. Not gonna lie, I hate Xinyan slightly less after these quests. Yeah? Oh, nice. It was a good Xinyan time. I mean, I also liked her more when we did that one event with her and Child, and... Was it just her and Child? That one dungeon one that had kind of a quest to it. So nice. Yeah, always looking forward to getting to know Xinyan a little bit better. But that is true. This actually would be a good, like, they're all very into poetry in their very own way. Mostly just Kazuha and Venti, but Xinyan too.
Yeah, I felt like getting out and finding some new inspiration for my songwriting. Kazuha felt like going on a trip too, so we figured we'd travel together.
Yeah, because that's a good combo.
Last month, Beto held a big booze-filled party called the Drink Till You Sink Championship, and she put me in charge of the music. And that's where I met Kazuha.
Nice. Kazuha was partaking in the party.
Although Xinyan can come across as unruly at times, her musical understanding is highly nuanced and original. Safe to say, our shared appreciation for music struck a chord in us both.
Nice.
Oh, you can say that again. In Kazuha's hands, even a leaf becomes an instrument. That makes him an expert among my friends.
True.
Starting from Liyue, we passed through Stone Gate and kept going till we came into Mondstadt. Then along the way, we saw this really awesome manor. It was something else.
Oh, yeah, we know the one. Our friend owns that place.
True.
Really? Y'all sure have a lot of friends. Well, whoever it is that lives in that fine place must be really loving life, huh?
I mean, that's debatable. He seems kind of depressed, but sure.
Guess so.
Similar souls tend to attract each other. Traveler and Paimon, you must have exceptional taste, just like that friend of yours.
Yeah, our souls are clearly all over the place because we attract everyone from all corners of Teyvat. Just everyone is our friend.
Wow, you're too nice. Unlike some people who only ever seem to poke fun at Paimon. Ahem.
By the way, do you know anything about the Iridescence tour? It's supposed to be huge. Rumor has it that all 7 nations of Teyvat are gonna be involved.
No, never heard of it.
Well, so far it's mostly just empty promises. Anyway, it's supposed to be a music festival. The organizer really did a number on me last time. They canceled on me. But I hear that they're still active.
Oh yeah, is that from the last quest that we did with her? That would actually be really cool if it was from the 7 nations. I mean, all of them together. Because we actually haven't seen anything with, like, actually the 7 nations involved before.
I'd love to give the festival another shot. But wouldn't you know it? The plans fell through again. How can they mess up this bad twice in a row?
Dang.
Music is all about inspiration. Maybe the organizers canceled the show because theirs dried up. But fear not, weary travelers, for your journey was not in vain. It has, after all, brought you here, to me, to the Temple of Music.
Your Temple of Music must have more than just good tunes. You're a bard, ain't ya? A song's gotta have a good story or it doesn't make the cut, right?
Exactly. Ah, you understand the meaning of being a bard so well. To express my gratitude, I will even share one of these stories with you.
Oh, you're a funny fella. Are all bards like you?
No, he is one of a kind, let me tell you.
I've met many bards during my travels, but none of them are as entertaining as you.
Oh, that's kind of cute. I like these little interactions with, like, the Archon and the Vision Bearers. If the Archon actually has anything to do with the Vision Bearers, and at all, we don't really quite have figured that out yet.
I'm sure it all comes down to the richness of my imagination and, by extension, the poverty of theirs. And on that note, here is a fantastical tale that is sure to delight you all. Legends tell of an emerald isle in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, I thought he was
There,
gonna sing.
The Dodo King and his people live a blissful existence. When a Dodoko is born, it dives into the water. Some learn to swim. Others are carried away by the waves, all the way to Mondstadt, where they befriend the children there. One Dodoko made a new friend in Mondstadt, the little Spark Knight. But the Dodo King did not approve. He demanded that the little knight come to the island and prove herself to him. So the little knight, together with her most important friend in the world, braved the wind and waves, finally reaching the middle of the ocean. But Dodo King was not there. Dodo King had lied. There was no trial by fire or interrogation. The little knight's mother, who was a mage, had built an entire summer city there as a gift to her daughter, along with this message. Summer is the season of love. It is the time for freedom and fun. So everyone, please sing, dance, and enjoy yourselves here. The end.
Woo! Nice recap, Venti. Good job. Last time on the Golden Apple Archipelago, Midsummer Islands. Woo! Strange, I was just about to ask about the island.
How interesting. I now have the urge to visit that island myself. This is the thing about traveling. You can't plan ahead. Better to leave when the mood takes you and go where the heart leads.
All right.
I'm glad you liked it. Well, there's wine on the table, and I have stories to tell. Seems like fate is feeling kind today.
Here's to music. Come on, traveler.
Don't worry, if you don't like wine, there's juice as well.
All right.
In that case, I'll have a glass of juice. This one. I like the color.
Somehow you get dragged into drinking one glass after another until someone's tipsy. I didn't really read it.
Uh-oh, this fella's drunk. But, wasn't he drinking fruit juice?
More, more, please.
Hashtag drunk Kazuha. Yeah. Okay, these events where they have snippets of the characters drunk, whether on fruit juice or not, whatever, are the most entertaining things that I have ever seen. Eula and drunk Kazuha. Yeah. Oh. more. I swear that's so cute, Elmo. Yeah. Oh, Kazuha. He's so silly. All right.
Oops, I think I accidentally placed some fruity cocktails out there. My bad.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I wish I could accomplish this face in real life, honestly. This like half lidded, or I don't know if that's what you call it, but like this absolute disgust and utter disappointment that is on the traveler's face right now. Just like to accomplish that against all my foes. Like, I can't do it. I don't know, I feel like that's... I'm a straight male, but still. I mean, no judgment here, Wave. I mean, whatever you're for. Yeah, Kazuha is really cute, though. Yeah, so silly.
Anyway, guess it's time to talk about business after all that drinking. You came here because you need my help, I presume?
True.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We didn't come here to drink.
Yeah, Venti, come with me. Oh, okay. We need to hop on Duval and get the ride ready. Oh, I like that they're still here. This is cute.
Kazuha? Kazuha! Oh, he just won't wake up. Looks like we're staying in the tavern tonight.
Okay. Nice. Those are some great Kazuha sounds. Oh, actually, the tavern's popping this evening. Kind of. Hello? Oh, wait, we're actually going higher. Woo!
Look where we are. Yup, I can sense that you're about to tell me something very interesting.
You tell Venti about the Spark Knight giving an island to Fischl, and Fischl's plans to head there.
A special gift from her mother to an adventurer friend? Oh, she's such a kind-hearted child. As I'm sure you've already guessed, that letter is most definitely written by Alice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so.
Speaking of, guess which two people I ran into on my way to the tavern today?
Master Jean or Lisa?
A mother and daughter, both with long elf ears and the most amazingly adorable personalities.
Alice is here? Can we see her? I want to see her.
Alice and Klee?
Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer! The unaging mage was taking her teeny tiny knight on a vacation, and I happened to run into them. As a friendly greeting, the mysterious woman gave me a gift. She also said that if I meet any fun friends, I should share this gift with them. So now it's yours to keep.
Cool.
Ah! It's a bomb!
Minus the fuse, so don't worry, it's not going to explode. Come on, take it. This way we can talk to each other just like this, even when we're apart.
Oh. So it's a phone. A phone bomb. Photo phone bomb. Wow, that sounds impressive.
It's called a Dodo communication device, and it allows people to stay in touch over vast distances. However, you can't just use it anytime you want, and there's also a limit on the number of times you can use it. That's why it's currently only available to a certain select few.
Okay, so it's also a limit on the number of times you can use it. Can I keep it and carry it around to Vat? Might need your help eventually.
I heard that the inspiration for this comes from another world. Alice is always full of surprises.
That's interesting. Might be a little tidbit there.
She and Klee asked me to tell you. Please take this with you when you depart for the island. No, wait, the Promised Land with your friends. And have fun. Don't worry about how to get there. The organizers of this vacation have made arrangements. Turn right after you exit the city gates, and you'll see something that will make you very happy.
Okay.
Sounds like the two of you are in cahoots over this.
Of course not. Is that really the sort of person you think I am?
I don't know. I don't know what type of person Venti is.
Traveler, you're my friend. And as your friend, I just want to give you something that'll make you happy. How can you think this of me?
I don't know. That sounds pretty suspicious. All right, I'll go.
Fair enough. The tone-deaf bard does like to joke around, but he's still one of our best friends.
Best friends?
A vacation sounds
Wow.
great!
Okay.
Actually, Kazuha and Shinyan seemed pretty interested in coming on this trip too. Let's ask them if they want to join us.
Ah, you're back. Poor Kazuha's still out for the count. Seems like he can't handle alcohol so well.
Shinyan, do you want to come to the islands with us?
Adventure. Can't.
Oh, was that it? I was prepared for more.
Huh? He doesn't want to go anymore. He seemed really interested just a moment ago.
Don't worry, Jinyan. We'll just like throw him over one of our shoulders and take him along. He's asleep. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Miss the adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, Kazuha might act mature, but deep down he's just another youngster eager for new experiences. That must be why he didn't think anything of the fruit juice earlier.
Well, all the more reason for you to join the island trip. You know, a lot of people have praised the beautiful scenery there. Even bards.
Okay, sounds like a plan. How do we get there?
Someone's got it covered, apparently. There'll be a few others joining us on this trip, and we're meeting at the city gate tomorrow morning. We'll wait for you.
Kazuha, wake up! We're going wandering. That sounds like get in, bitches! We're going shopping. Is that what they say in Mean Girls? Is that what they say? Kazuha, wake up! We're going wandering. That's how I imagine saying it.
Trap.
Oh,
yeah.
I.
They aren't official yet, do they? Okay, so here's the deal. There's a princess from a faraway land and her retinue, who are also coming on this trip.
I couldn't really time that well.
Huh? Paimon, don't get me wrong. I'm just asking to make sure. But from the way you're plugging this trip so hard, did the Iridescence Tour folks put you up to this? After all, canceling the Iridescence Tour after people already made the trip, that's kind of the same thing as tricking people into going traveling, ain't it?
Ugh! Why won't anyone believe Paimon?
Don't worry about that for now. You'll all have the chance to get acquainted with each other tomorrow morning. Whether you're a princess, a retainer, a talking raven, a samurai, or a musician, you're all VIP guests of the island on your summer vacation. And that's what counts, right?
I'm sure looking forward to it.
Are you coming too, Venti? Venti's in control of all this. Oh, that's sweet.
I'll have to pass. I have some work to take care of.
What kind of work? I want you to be there, Venti. Dang.
You serious? The tone-deaf bard actually has plans to do some work?
I promised a young lady with cat ears and a cat tail that I'd sing at her tavern to boost business and beat the competition. Ah, yes, the competition being this place, which has six-fingered Jose.
Aren't you allergic to cats?
Yup, I can always sing on their roof. She told me that as long as their sales surpass their competitor, there's a whole month's worth of wine in it for me. Oh, what a fine employment opportunity, virtually tailor-made for me. So have fun, and don't worry about me. I feel like this summer is going to be a very interesting one.
All right. Okay.
Even if you
Cool.
are a close friend, I need to look
Good times.
better.
Kazuha? Kazuha!
Oh, same thing.
Oh, he just won't wake up. Looks like we're staying in the tavern tonight.
Yeah. Drunk Kazuha is a fave. Is a favorite of mine. Do 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 do. Okay. 8 a.m. they said. Doot 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 doot. Howdy, Ghost. How are you doing? Good to see you here. We are doing the intro to the Golden Apple Archipelago. I'm doing. Oh, I didn't notice that there was like stars that moved in here. I feel like this is a really random thing to notice, but yeah, we're doing the intro to the event. Doing good. Just finishing up my dailies. How are you? I'm good. Just hanging out, kind of getting started for the week. Yeah, I'm excited about the new content, and we've been kind of playing around with Hazo as well. So yes, very exciting stuff.
Today is the day of one's reckoning with fate, as foretold by the night sky. Humiliation suffered in the past, the shame we have carried all these years. One bids you adieu, for today it is time for retribution.
Retribution, yeah!
Main Fräulein, if I may be so bold, that final phrase did not sound like one of your own.
Of course it wasn't. I just overheard it from someone in the city. I mean, thy prinzessin is merely drawing on the wisest and courageous sayings she has heard in the land to signify the importance of this day.
Let me see. Huh, it really is someone else's catchphrase.
She can calculate that with her little thing?
Wow, you're here early.
How was the concert? The concert was good. The concert was great, actually. I had so much fun. It was my first time seeing Stray Kids in concert. I'm even repping today. I was like, a little shirt I got to the concert. But yeah, it was really good. It was kind of it was my first time seeing like a K-pop concert. And so, you know, like all the little lights that they have and kind of do it along to the beat and everything like that. That was really cool to see. And their concert was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah. And I went out of state to go see it too. So it was like a little weekend trip. But yeah, it was good. Thanks for asking.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Hi, Mona.
Who have you brought with you?
A very interesting. This is such an interesting group. Yeah, good times and good friends I've brought.
Oh, allow Paimon to introduce to you a fabled wandering swordsman of Inazuma and an enchanting musical talent of Liyue.
Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing with that we did earlier, huh?
Hey, I'm Xinyan from Liyue. I like rock and roll, sunny days, and good times. You must be the princess Paimon told us about. You sure do look the part. I hear you're from a faraway land. It's an honor to be in the company of dignitaries. And this lady over here, my family tells me that only the wisest scholars wear pointed hats like this one. Guess that applies to you too?
Yes, yeah, wow. I would like a pointy hat and then appoint myself as a wise scholar as well.
Oh, I like her. She can stay. Xinyan, your gaze pierces the dark veil of night to arrive at the truth beyond. I am in need of one such as yourself. Very well. You shall be one's musician laureate.
She's trying to say thanks. You say all the right things. And the same goes for me too. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mona, an astrologist.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you too.
Mona is amazing. She can find out everything about you by divination.
A princess, an astrologist, and an articulate raven retainer. In the company of giants, my humble self hardly deserves mention.
Oh, Kazuha, you cut yourself short, honey. What a weird combo of characters. It is. Yeah, Mona and Fischl seem... Oh, we've got like a color combo here too. This is kind of fun. Mona and Fischl kind of like have similar personalities, but then throw in the two of these two and we've got like a very interesting combo.
I am Kaedehara Kazuha from Inazuma. It is an honor to meet you all.
Oh, he is so cute.
What ho, Kazuha? Divulge thy epithets and thy vocation.
Oh, Main Fräulein would like to know where you work and what your field of expertise is.
His field of expertise is being on the run from the shogunate. You know?
I'm afraid I'm just another wanderer.
This guy is an expert in the sword arts. He parries blades that none have ever parried before, and strikes like lightning. Mere mortals could not hope to comprehend. What? Is he really that powerful?
Let me take a look. Oh. Huh? Oh. Oh my. Hi, Kazuha. I'm absolutely delighted to meet a great swordmaster like you. Could we ask you to be our guard while we're on the island?
One hereby declares you captain of the Royal Guard of the Immonachreich.
For even Lady Magistus to praise your skills, you are surely one of rare talent.
Lady Magistus is absolutely right. Yes.
Okay, Lady
Lady Magic... What?
Oh, just call me Mona. Stop calling me that weird name.
By the way, Lady Magistus, we found out how to get to the Promised Land. A legendary great mage gave us a big hint. Come on, everyone, follow Paimon.
Kazuha, humble as always. Yes. Are you hungry, Wave? Is that what that little emoji is? All right, off we go.
Give me a better price.
Let's do it. Whoa, what the heck is that? That's a very large Dodoko. I can just see that killing all of Timmy's pigeons on it. It looks... I'm always hungry. What is that? I feel like it's gonna be like a spaceship or something, but that doesn't make sense. Hello?
Look, everyone, here's our vehicle.
Is it a vehicle?
Somehow, I suddenly don't feel like going anymore.
What a unique little thing. Looks kind of like Guoba, doesn't it?
Sure. Yeah, definitely looks like Guoba.
Guoba. Is he the magical creature at Wanmin Restaurant? Now that you mention it, it does look quite similar.
Why do you guys think it looks like Guoba?
To be honest, even Paimon isn't so sure this can take us to the island after all.
I feel more comfortable riding on Dvalin.
I see. I see. Only by meeting the lowliest of ends can we arrive at the Immonokreich born anew. Oh, behold, the doorway cloven by thundering retribution. By such means as I once descended into this realm to bring retribution, do I now venture into the next. Come, Oz, lead the way.
I will enter first. Mein Fräulein need not worry.
Be careful, Oz.
He's in. And now he's gone! Why, this truly is the path of retribution that leads to the Promised Land.
Okay.
Maybe I should just do a quick reading for safety.
Lady Magistus, it's fine. This is Alice's creation. It's totally safe. Spare yourself the trouble. Just come with us.
Okay.
All right, I completely forgot. All right.
Everyone exchanges glances, but by one, stepping nervously and excited into the Dodo Fortress. The journey is an eventful one, and maybe a little crowded?
So dark in here. Can someone turn on a light? Ugh. Hey, quit pushing.
Come on now, let's all try and stay. Ow! Fischl, you're treading on my hair.
I thought it was a snake.
Ah, we're flying!
Everyone, be careful.
Okay.
We finally landed. What was that all about?
What was this? What was this thing that we just rode in? Was it a teleportation device, or did it actually fly? Why couldn't have we just taken the boat? We have a boat. Okay.
What a beautiful place. The wind is soft and the ocean is calm. And a pleasant scent blows on the breeze.
We're back! Golden Apple Archipelago! We're back! Yes! Woo! Good to see you again. It's been a year. Aw, cute. It's kind of sad Klee's not here, though. It's got all the
Climate's
Dodoco
feeling
stuff.
way better already now that we can see the ocean.
Has to be some magic shenanigans. True, Ghost.
An ocean of life, and a land filled with flora. Mein Fräulein, we have finally arrived at the Promised Land, whence we shall revive the Immonokreich.
Ooh, you guys better revive the Immonokreich, like, pretty soon, because this place will be gone in, like, 39 days, so... You're on a time crunch here.
Oh, faithful retainers, this is the blessed paradise that one has been searching for. Here is where we shall witness the culmination of all things. I, who command the darkness, shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams. Shall lead you to yonder gate of dreams.
Your Archmage Magistus thanks you for your kindness, Your Highness. In this moment, I offer my blessings to the Immonokreich.
Oh man, when are we gonna finish this role-playing game? Even though I started playing Genshin in 2020, never played this area. Oh, wow. So new fun stuff for you, Ghost. Well, it was actually a really cool event. Probably one of my more favorite events last year. So nice, you get some new little things to discover and such. I mean, I'm sure there's new things for this time around for everyone, but nice.
Mona, what are you,
Oh, don't ask. Just follow my lead.
Oh, right. Praise be to the Prinzessin, who has led us here to this sacred place.
My sincere gratitude to you for inviting me to join you on this trip, Your Highness.
You guys play along too easily.
Your happiness gladdens one's heart. How it delights me to bring us all together here at this most monumentally fateful of moments.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about this area, so I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember it being pretty fun. I just wish it stayed for longer or was permanent. I don't know, kind of the reoccurring thing is kind of sad, but yeah, it's good.
Now, as I take my first step on this pilgrimage, I shall perceive this ocean of life with my own earthly vessel. After all, this is where my soul belongs.
I'll be excited to see like the new story that they play out with this, because it was the first, like the Magu Kenki was on the Golden Apple Archipelago. That was where it first was, and so it kind of had like that aspect to it, and then it had all the Klee stuff. So it'll be interesting to see like what storyline they go with this year, along with the different events and stuff. Because I assume it will be different with like the mini games and such.
On the contrary, Lady Magistus, blessed as you are with the great power of Hydro, one yet finds too many impurities in thy soul.
Main Fräulein means Lady Magistus is perhaps not the most talented swimmer.
Oh, shots fired.
Oh, official? That's enough. I'm happy enough to join in with the play acting without complaining, but how dare you ridicule my genius? Think you can swim better than me? Ha! I'll bring you to your knees, young lady.
Oh, man.
Oh my, Main Fräulein. Steel yourself, Main Fräulein.
Oh yeah! Swimming race! Whoever comes in last is a rotten egg!
Fischl's dead wrong on that. Mona definitely has the advantage.
Challenge accepted. Heed my words, lowly Lady Magistus. You shall pay for your foolishness for as long as you live.
Why are we all like gathering around them? Let's just like go do our own thing while they have their race.
Ridiculous. I've never lost a single swimming race in my life. Bring it on. First one to run to the beach wins.
Use your alternative sprint, Mona.
Are they serious? Running? I thought they were gonna swim.
Never mind. Looks like they're enjoying this.
I take it you have no present plans. I want to start by surveying the area first. Want to come along?
Oh, Kazuha, it's good we can count on you. You're like the only reliable one here.
Xinyan, are you coming?
Seems like everyone's got things to do. I'll stay here and hold down the fort for now. Mona and Fischl have gone swimming, and someone's got to set up camp. Don't worry, I got this. You're gonna take a look around, right? Well, make sure you let me know if there are any good views.
Thanks, will do!
There we go. We're here. We're here. I wonder... Oh, there's a book. Oh, gosh. Swimming race that must have a result today. Archmage Magistus versus Fischl, the Prinzessin der Vertelung. Okay, so that's where they're keeping track. Huh. Interesting, okay. Where are we going? So are these new islands? Or is it like the same map as last time? Pretty good chunk of land, okay. I assume they're new islands because... This area screams of treasure and primos. Yes. So true. They've done from what I remember last time, they had a lot of chests and a lot of different activities and even quests to take part in for the different islands and stuff, so it will definitely be interesting to see what's changed. Oh, and the soundtrack is making a return too. Nice. This is the summer event, correct? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I believe so. I don't think there's another. I think this is the main one at least. Oh wait, is it the island past this one? Or is this it? Oh, I guess not. I guess we should have gone around. Oh, okay. Woo. Do they do these seasonal events with like fall and winter? Yeah, so they usually do recurring events that are for the different seasons. So they usually have a winter event for sure. That's usually on Dragonspine. They usually have the event there for winter, and they have like themed things. Like last year we had the snowmen and stuff like that on Dragonspine. So usually they have like, because they've done for the past 2 years, they've done like an albedo event on Dragonspine for like the winter, and then they always have at the beginning of January they always have Lantern Rite, which I guess is not as much seasonal, but it always happens at the same time of year. And then they also, I don't know if they're gonna do it again, but like in October they also have an events around that time, like a seasonal event as well. I can't remember the name of the event that was last year, but yeah, whether or not they're seasonal, some events happen like at a certain time every year. But yeah, I'd say this is like the most, they have like the summer and winter ones for sure. Ooh. Kazuha! Where are you? Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, this looks like a Fatui thing.
Hey, what's that huge weird thing over there?
I've been replaying for a couple months now. I know they had the firework lantern festival thing in Liyue, but I missed it because I was under leveled. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's always really cool. That's been a favorite of mine. I didn't play the first year, but I played this last year, and it was really cool. I like the cutscenes for them, and you can like look up the cutscenes on YouTube, but yeah, that's a cool one that I really like. They always have that at the same time. And then I don't know if the one in October will also repeat. They didn't have the Windbloom Festival this year, which should have been in spring, but yeah, they definitely do like one in winter and one in summer. But I mean, if you decide to play until next year, I guess you'll get the chance next year, but you can always watch the cutscenes on YouTube, but I know it's not the same as quite playing it yourself. But I think they'll always come out with like cool recurring events, or the nice thing about those ones is that they do happen every year or at the same time. So even if you stop playing again for a period of time, you can always pick it back up for like certain events and stuff like that.
It appears to be some sort of machine. And an army cap with traces of hydro next to it. It seems that we are not the first to set foot on this island. Also, there are footprints here. Fresh ones. Likely no more than a few days old.
Really? Paimon didn't notice them at all.
I'll probably be playing this till it's done, LOL. I've sunk so much time and money into it now. It's fairly easy to keep up with too, which I very much enjoy. Yeah, me too. One of the things that I kind of already have like planned is that I probably will try to play until the game is done. And I mean, follow it out. I really do want to see where it goes and everything like that. And you're right in the fact that if you want to take a break or anything, you can always come back to it. And it is pretty easy to maintain if you just want to play like the main content and everything like that. You don't have to be logging on every day. So yeah, I'm probably also going to be sticking with it from here on out. I am kind of sad, but also happy that I haven't been playing from the beginning. I mean, I've been playing for over a year now, but not since the very release of the game. So that I have a little bit of like the content was, I had more content when I started, I guess. So I'm not quite as burnt out as like the people that have been playing from the very beginning, but I definitely think I'll be playing for till the end as well. I know it's like weird to think like I've spent so much time and energy and money into this game. If it just went away, it's like, what was that all for? So yeah, I think I'll definitely see how it plays out.
Traveler, Paimon, stay alert.
All right.
Why? Did you see something?
Someone was here. And they're still nearby. Judging from the scent, they're visitors here like us.
Oh yeah, I forgot Kazuha's amazing nose.
There's other people here? Oh, Paimon's scared now. Come on, we need to track him down.
All right.
You said the cap had traces of hydro on it? Then let's follow the traces of elemental energy.
Huh. This is certainly a interesting machine they have here. Child just hanging out on the island. I would actually love to see Child. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, we gotta figure out where's the Harbingers. Where's the Fatui at? I wanna see what they're up to. Okay. That's probably why I stopped. Played when it came out and there wasn't much. Oh.
Watch out.
But when I came back, I was so happy that I did. Yeah. Oh, there they are. Well, I'm glad you're back now and playing and having fun. That's great, honestly. So yeah, exactly. Sometimes we just need to take a little break and kind of remind ourselves like, oh, what's good about the game and everything like that. And as long as you're enjoying it, I mean, that's the most important part. But that's good that you are happy that you came back to it. Woo!
Quietly now.
All right, time to... Okay. Testing out Hazel, let's go. Oh. Okay, I should have probably needed a pyro character. That's fine.
Gotcha.
No, Yelan! Why am I having such a hard time with it? Okay.
Disgusting. Why are there Fatui on this island? Isn't there a single place in this world without mint, sweet flowers, and Fatui?
They get everywhere like weeds. True.
Interesting observation.
There are mint and sweet flowers everywhere. That is true, Paimon.
Cappy Cap's gone. Where's Cappy Cap?
That's not what I thought his voice was gonna sound like. Okay.
Are you looking for something?
A cap! I can't lose it! I don't know anything! Give me back Cappy Cap!
Is this the cap you're looking for?
My brother's Cappy Cap! Gimme!
You return the cap to the Fautus.
This guy is not the sharpest sword in the sheath.
Don't bully me or I'll punch you in the... Monster!
Stop right there! What are you doing here?
What is happening?
Another Fatus! We can ask you the same question!
Fatus!
What are you doing here?
I don't think that's how you say that, Paimon. That's a Fatus! I think it's Fautus. LMAO, a nice 2-year break. My best friend was actually the reason I got back into it. He's just as addicted as me. He actually used Venti as his V2 model for a while. Wow, that's awesome. That is really cool to like have friends to talk about it and kind of bond over it. I definitely agree with that. But nice. Well, I'm glad you guys have like something to talk about and like play together and everything like that.
Protect Cappy Cap or brother will get mad at me.
Forget the cap. It's your brother we're looking for.
Oh, Fatui researcher. Okay.
What happened to him?
Yeah, let's just butt in on this Fatui business. Don't mind us.
Nothing. He has a fever. He's just a little delirious, that's all. I don't have to tell you anything. Go bother someone else.
This island belongs to our friend. You better watch what you say, mister.
Yeah.
What? I thought this island was uninhabited. That's why we came here to... Never mind.
What's that machine for? Yeah, getting that Fatui tea.
Fine. I'll tell you, but then you need to leave me alone. It's a new kind of energy generator that I invented. We were simply looking for a deserted island to test it out on. There. Satisfied?
Like we told you, this island is ours. Do not impede our vacationing.
Yeah, and if you don't do as you're told, we'll take his cap!
Oh, that's going a little too far, Paimon.
Please don't!
Hey, stop crying. All right, I promise we'll stay within this area. Okay?
Pretty reasonable, Fatui we got here.
By the way, why is there smoke coming out of your machine?
Because the cursed thing is broken. As much as I hate to say it, our tests did not go to plan. We were getting ready to leave anyway.
Oh, well, just see yourselves out whenever you're ready. Bye!
Come on, let's go.
Paimon's so rude.
Okay.
Oh, hope you find your brother.
Paimon can't believe we have to deal with the Fatui during our vacation!
Why would the Fatui appear in such an isolated corner of the world? Whatever their reasons, it's likely more complicated than we might think. Even though we're on vacation, we should stay vigilant.
Yeah, I never get a vacation from all this stuff.
Also, in the interests of keeping the ladies in good spirits, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Let's keep this between us for now. Let them enjoy their vacation, while the Traveler and I deal with any potential threats. What do you think?
Makes sense. I'm in, I guess.
You're so considerate, Kazuha.
Paimon, you flatter me. I simply don't think it's worth ruining anyone's vacation over a trivial matter like this. The scenery is beautiful. I hope all of us can enjoy ourselves here.
Don't say it so ominous, Kazuha. Come on. We're just hanging out, having a good time. Okay.
We're back!
Just in time. So, Traveler, Paimon, who do you think the real swimming champion is? Me or Fischl?
Sorry, I wasn't really watching. I did not expect this kind of story on a tropical island. Yeah. Have you already played through it, or are you in the dark as I am? Yeah, it's kind of... yeah, we'll have to see where it leads. Sorry, Mona, I wasn't really watching.
Utter my supreme name and see how Lady Magistus the Presumptuous is reduced to bitter tears.
You're kind of losing your accent there, Fischl. I'll go with whoever Paimon says is the winner.
Oh, no you don't. Don't put this on Paimon.
Oh, wise Paimon. Surely you can discern who the true winner is.
Yes, wise indeed.
Lady Paimon, the time to show your loyalty is nigh.
No, I'm in the dark too. Okay, cool.
Wait. Shouldn't Paimon get some food in her first? Poor thing looks starving after such a long trek out.
Oh, thank you, Xinyan.
Yes, we did walk quite a long way.
All right.
While you were off doing your own things, I caught us some seafood and picked us a few fruits. They taste real good barbecued.
Why are those berries so big? Man. I'm pretty sure the little berries we pick are not that big.
Now that you mention it, I'm getting a little peckish myself.
I too.
Well, there's plenty to go around, so dig in. I can't say I've got the culinary skills of my chef friend, but I promise you'll at least eat your fill.
Time to eat.
Inviting Lady Xinyan here was an astute decision indeed.
Paimon's done talking. You guys carry on if you want to go hungry.
I love that barbecue smell. This tastes amazing.
Impressive.
Since Xinyan made dinner for us, allow me to take charge of breakfast tomorrow.
Great. Looking forward to it already.
Paimon too. Oh, Traveler, you forgot about something.
Man, these guys are making me hungry. I want a snack now.
Let's talk over there.
Okay. Sure. Oh, contact Venti in a less conspicuous place. Oh, do I actually have it in my stuff? Oh no. Dang, we're gonna... Oh, no, I don't have it. Alright. Kasuga seems like a waffle kind of guy. Ooh. Yeah, I kind of feel that. Yeah. That's a pretty good call, Ghost. I agree. Where am I supposed to be going? He does kind of seem like a waffle guy. I see it.
That whole thing with the Fatui is bothering you too, right? Well, remember the bomb thing that Venti gave us? We can contact him using that. Wait, no, not a bomb. Venti said it's called a Dodo communication device.
Yep.
Yeah, let's ask Venti if he knows anything. He always seems clued in on everything, so if there's any intel floating around, he'll definitely know about it.
Okay.
Hey, miss me already?
Hi, Venti, it's me.
I know that. You're the only person who can contact me on this thing.
How come you're sneezing?
I'm at the cat's tail. So many cats. They gave me some allergy medicine, but it's not working. Okay, go on then. What are you calling about?
Venti, it does not sound like you're covering your mouth, honey. Paimon, tell him.
Could you be any lazier?
Oh, okay, says the person who just floats and lets me fight all the monsters. Okay, I see how it is.
Alright, well, Venti, there's some strange things going on this island. We ran into the Fatui.
The Fatui? Yeah, they're everywhere, aren't they? The Cryo Archon's minions are a capable crew. I'd be more surprised if they hadn't shown up yet.
Wow.
But they're ruining our vacation.
Exactly.
Really? But, you sound fine. They can't have caused you too much trouble, surely. Or, if they did, I'm sure you have everything under control by now.
Yeah, but something just doesn't feel right. That's why we came to you. Don't you have any information for us?
I haven't heard anything new about the Fatui. But don't worry. I may be a lowly tone-deaf bard, but you may contact me whenever you need me. I mean, I can't promise I'll be of much help, but at least you'll have someone to talk to, right? Sometimes just talking things through is enough to calm a worried mind.
Ugh, honestly.
Adventuring is what you do best. It's only natural to encounter a few surprises when you head somewhere new, but just remember, not all unexpected encounters are dangerous. The same wind graces the seaside as that which wafts over pastures green. Whenever you see clouds, it was the wind that carried them there. Don't worry, my friends. The wind will always be with you.
That's kind of cute.
Okay then. I have to go now. My performance in the cat's tail is starting any second.
Okay,
Oh.
bye.
Cut him off a little bit early. Cell phones are canon in Genshin now, Pog. Yeah.
So, he means we don't need to worry too much about the Fatui, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, if that's what the tone-deaf bard says, then fingers crossed we'll have a peaceful and relaxing vacation where nothing weird happens at all.
Uh-huh. I can guarantee the opposite now that you've said this, Paimon.
When you go off on a long trip with your friends, the important thing is to have fun.
True. Woo! Part 1 complete. Ooh, wow. Okay, islands unlocked. Lots of stuff going on. Okay. Let's see what we have in store here.